Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for another episode of Yes for the Mess, and we're here to talk about Wendy Williams, Method Man, and Method Man's wife, okay? So before we get into the mess, I have two sources here. I have a source from, what is the name of this website? Because I have a whole article, okay? It's a website called Vulture.com and the Jasmine brand. Those are my two sources that I have for today's story, okay? Now, we already know that things have been going on and talked about since Wendy Williams came out with her own biopic and her whole documentary about her life. And let me tell you, I may not have talked about it on my show, but I will say that we'll be talking about it tonight on my panel. But I will say that everybody been talking about it, and Wendy gave us all of the mess, okay? When I say she gave us all the mess, she gave us all the mess. And now that the blogs are picking up a lot of her mess that probably didn't even make it to the damn movie that I was anticipating. But she's recently talked about Method Man, and I got a video from the Jasmine brand, but I also got the article from Vulture.com, and I got his wife's response from the Jasmine brand. So we're going to start off with the Vulture article, and then I'm going to play the video for you guys, give my opinion, and then we're going to go into the whole response from his wife, give my opinion on it, and then we're going to let you give you guys his opinion on it. So let's get into it. Wendy Williams spills the tea about hooking up with Method Man. When I tell you I would have hooked up with Method Man too, that's another story. Child, let me get back to the article. Wendy Williams is out here spilling her own tea ahead of her Lifetime biopic, Wendy Williams, the movie and documentary, Wendy Williams, What a Mess. The iconic talk show host revealed that she hooked up with Wu-Tang Clan's Method Man back in the Coke days in a new interview with DJ Yassss 1. The encounter doesn't appear in her new films, but Williams set the scene while discussing her past with cocaine. I smoked a blunt with Method Man when I gave him a bath, and it was a one-night stand. She reported like she was doing Hot Topics. The story is that she was at the same club as the Klan when a fight broke out. I guess I bitted my eyes and rocked my shoulders. You know how you do. And I said, you know, wanna come over? And he said, yeah. She continued. Williams claimed that they left in her Pathfinder without anyone seeing them and found themselves at her Jersey City penthouse, where she bathed him in her jacuzzi tub and smoked more weed.
Locked away at a place that I didn't belong because I'm not an addict. I was addicted to coke and I quit on my own. It took 4 days and I was an 8-ball girl by myself.
Yeah, that was something else I wanted to talk about, but go ahead.
You know, with that, the only thing I did, I smoked a blunt with with Method Man, while I gave him a bath, and it was a one-night stand. And
what?
And he'll deny it, maybe not. You know,
that wasn't in the movie.
It wasn't in the movie. It wasn't in the movie because Method Man is still very angry at me.
For what?
I don't know, for being me, for telling the truth. It was one night, we were in the club, a fight broke out and gunshots broke out. The fight was ridiculous. The whole Wu-Tang was there, but it was only meth up in the rafters. And see, that's where I'd go to observe everything because I was by myself. And he's like, yo, Wendy, because he'd been on the show before, and he was effed up. And I smelled the weed, and I had weed, but he had better, you know. It was locked away. And I didn't roll blunts. I rolled joints because I was never really a blunt roller, and they're sloppy. He rolled the blunt. We smoked a blunt. We watched the fight. We heard the gunshots. The cops came in. He was rolling with, the car from Staten Island with the whole Klan and their people. And I said to him, I guess I batted my eyes and, rocked my shoulders. You know how you do.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, you want to come over? And he said, yeah, I'll follow you. And I said, give me your hand. And I grabbed his hand, and he put his head down, and I put my head down, and people didn't even realize at the time it was Wendy, and one of the biggest stars, the leader of the biggest group in the world, just left, got in her Pathfinder, and went back to her penthouse in Jersey City, where she bathed him in her jacuzzi tub.
Wow.
And I didn't roll blunts. I rolled joints because I smoked more weed. You know, that was back in the coke days. I don't remember what he did. I'm not going to implicate him on that. I did give.
I don't know if I'm asking too much, but you know, did you guys go all the way?
Yes.
Every detail of this story warrants more questions, explaining why both their names ended up trending on Thursday night. What's more perplexing is that Method Man's dislike for Wendy Williams is well documented. Ever since she discussed his wife's cancer treatment on the radio back in 2006, Wendy recognized that there might be some animosity lingering, saying Method Man is still very angry at me for being me and for telling the truth. Okay, so that's Wendy Williams basically telling you guys what happened between her and Method Man a couple of years back when they were both, you know, when they were back in Jersey at the club and she was on coke doing this, doing that, whatever. And, you know, I do know for a fact that Method Man does not like Wendy Williams at all. He has a bitter disdain for her. I know it had a lot to do with her bringing up his wife's cancer situation way back when. So I do know that. I think everybody knows that. And I was wondering why she did not include that in her movie. But now that I got the video and read the article, she said that she didn't put it in her video because of the fact that, you know, Method Man is still mad with her about it, and he would deny it to the day that he dies. So I guess she doesn't want no type of lawsuits against her for that. And to be quite honest, I totally understand. Trust me, I get it. Now, with that being said, after Wendy Williams has openly talked about her affair with Method Man, Method Man's wife finally decides to speak up, and I got this right here from the Jasmine brand. Now, his wife is named Tamika. She finally speaks out. She addressed the allegations that the talk show host once slept with her husband. She calls her a miserable bitch and says that her career is on life support, and alleges that years ago, Wendy shared her personal medical information on the radio. Now, let me read to you exactly what she said. A statement from Tamikas Smith, wife of Method Man. For years, I kept my silence while Wendy Williams launched constant verbal attacks against my husband, myself, and our family. In the past, I ignored her lies, innuendos, and blatant attempts to provoke us. But Wendy has proven again and again that she's incapable of any decency. Her obsession with our lives has reached a new low, and I'm tired of taking the high road. In an obvious attempt to increase ratings for her sad biopic, her struggling TV show, and her burnt-out career, Wendy has once again targeted my husband. It's a pattern that she has repeated for years. When I was diagnosed with cancer years ago, Wendy shared my personal medical information with her listeners live on the air during her radio broadcast. She didn't care that she was violating my right to privacy or that I hadn't even shared the news of my diagnosis with my family and friends yet. She never apologized and never expressed any regret whatsoever. Despite my anger, I chose not to respond publicly to her unhealthy fixation with my husband and our marriage. It was clear that she was sick and that she was struggling with a lot of issues, including self-hate and low self-esteem. Over the years, those issues have made her increasingly ugly, both inside and out, and no amount of plastic surgery can fix the ugliness inside of her. Instead of using her platform to uplift women, she has spent her career attacking marriages while her own fell apart. She criticized celebrities battling addictions despite her own struggles with substance abuse. There's no limit to how low she will go in the name of making headlines. Her career is on life support. Her husband has abandoned her, and the ratings for all of her projects are down. She's desperate for attention, and she's trying to use my husband's popularity as a way to get her name trending. How sad that a woman who was once revered in the entertainment industry has reduced herself to a tabloid side note and circus freak. For the record, my marriage is solid. My husband continues to enjoy a successful career, and Wendy will forever be one of the most miserable bitches on the planet. Ooh, Jesus, I felt the chill in my spirit. Okay, so this is my opinion on the situation. Now, I knew that years ago, Wendy Williams did reveal, you know, some personal information about his wife's diagnosis, but I never knew that she hadn't even told her family members about it, and they had to find out on the radio. So that was low. Even for Wendy Williams, that was fucking low, okay? So that's number one. Number two, I can't really sit up here and be mad with Tamika. I mean, at the end of the day, if a woman keep on talking about how she's fucked my husband in the past and she ain't never gave no regards to me, my family, or nothing like that, then I would have some words for her too. If she's been quiet after all these years and this woman is still talking about her husband in that manner, she got every right to be upset. And anybody that wants to stand for Wendy and think can't nobody say nothing to her ass, you out of line and you're fucked up just like Wendy is. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. But in the midst of her reading Wendy Williams, I do think that there's a reach here, because she's saying that Wendy has a struggling career, and that's totally a lie. Like, people can say whatever the fuck they want to say about Wendy Williams, but her career ain't struggling for a damn thing. It's really not struggling. Like, she went from being a radio personality to having her own syndicated talk show. That's not struggling, and her ratings are still up. Like, straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up. So you can say whatever you want to say about Wendy, but she's not struggling at all. And to be honest, her movie was trending on Twitter, and I'm waiting to see those ratings for that movie, because I'm pretty sure the ratings were fucking high, because everybody was interested in the movie, even the people that don't like her, like myself. And I won't say, and I can't say this right here. Don't ever say what your man did not do, because a man will fucking lie. You know what I mean? A man will lie. So just because your man said he didn't do it don't mean that he didn't do it. And Wendy doesn't strike me as a person that will lie like that. I honestly believe that Method Man fucked Wendy. He just embarrassed to say that he did, and it is what it is. So defend your man all day. I can't tell you what to do. But at the end of the day, if you want to defend your man because she keeps speaking on your man, that's one thing. But to say what he did not do, that's another thing. I believe that he smashed her ass. That's just my personal opinion. Shoot me if you must, but that's my opinion. I don't think that Wendy lied about that at all. I just don't think that. She's been way too honest about everything that has happened in her life. So why would she lie about Method Man at this point in time? She's been saying the same story for years. Why would she lie about it now? At the end of the day, you're probably really upset. It's really not even about Method Man. I do think that you're still pissed off at her for the fact that she revealed that you had cancer before you had the chance to reveal it to your own family, and she never apologized for it. That's probably why you're still upset about it. So that's my personal opinion on there. Now, what is you guys' opinion? Put it below in the comment section. If you want to follow me on social media, be sure to follow me on all social media sites. It will be at the bottom of the video. Be sure you like, rate, subscribe, share, and comment on this video. And I'm out of here, y'all. Until my next video, I'll holla at y'all later. Peace out.